Okay, hi everyone, welcome back. And in this update, we are going to check out Near Protocol and a lot of interesting stuff, despite what it looks like actually happening here. Because if you remember the last time that we talked about Near, I think we were right around this area, and the idea was that okay, maybe our move down is going to continue a little bit more, but then we expect a very strong rebound in order to continue this beautiful uptrend. And I think we were talking about maybe like having a wave one correction for two, good move up into wave three, correction for four, and like a 1-2 strong move up into wave three for five, into wave five. Now pay attention to this right now. In here, sure, we got a move on the downside, but this is actually the main point. In this specific phase, now we are having overlapping of the waves with this move down right in here, and that does actually change our perspective in terms of Elliott waves in here quite a bit. Now I'm going to say probably starting from here and not this height, this is an ABC in form of an expanded flat. This, I think we talked about it before, is definitely a correction structure. Also, off of the lowest low, we do have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I am going to say, you know what, in Near Protocol, odds are we have completed a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up to about this high, and I don't really think that we are going to have any kind of extension scenarios, at least in the short term anymore. Now, does this mean that we are having like a bit of a bearish scenario in here? Absolutely not. In fact, I'm here to tell you, if everything is going to go according to the plan, then okay, odds are we're going to have 5 up into 1, correction for wave 2, and what's next? You know the answer. Very, very explosive move into wave 3 and 4 and 5. And again, the conclusion is sort of kind of the same as the previous video. Since we do not have our moves up into a series of wave 3s, we can still say, you know what, the real show hasn't even begun yet. And I think it is going to start when finally we get a break of this very, very important resistance area between 3.4 to about $3.6. Why? Because above here we really do not have a whole lot of strong resistances. And by the way, how many times are we touching this thing? Let's just have a quick count. Okay, you can say this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and the next time that we're going to touch it is going to be the 5th time. And I'm going to say whenever we are touching a resistance or a support area, doesn't really matter, more than 2-3 times, at that point you need to actually count on a break of that region. So right now makes sense to say, you know what, this area is quite weak, and one way or the other we are going to have a break of it. Question is though, are we going to get a break of it right here, right now? You know what? That can be up for debate. Let's go on maybe 15-minute time frame even. Okay. Now, at the moment, I'm gonna need you to have your eyes on, yes, I'm gonna say this important high about $3.16. Why is this so important? Because if you are not like me and you want to be bearish on any chart, especially Near Protocol, then okay, you need to be able to find off of the highest high a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave impulse on the downside. And if I just go on the live chart, okay, you see, let me ask you this. Let's say we're going to get a move up and then we are going to take this side. At that point, how exactly are you able to find from here to about the lows a 5 wave down? From my view, finding it, it's like very, very close to impossible. So let's just not say that it's absolutely impossible. Let's say finding it is so hard to a degree that is going to make us say, you know what, odds are this is a correction structure, meaning what, one way or the other, this is not the beginning of a new phase down in Near in order to take the lows, and odds are it is a correction structure into wave 2. And for example, even if you want to be pessimistic, you can say that we're gonna have, excuse me, let's just take this one, like an ABC up, and then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, once more another reaction from this important level, which is going to just make it weaker and weaker. But pay attention on a higher degree. At that point, you know what, these might be the subbase for an ABC flat into wave 2, and again, conclusion is definitely the same. What's next? Good move up into wave 3 and 4 and 5. So in your protocol, as you can see, sure, we did get a strong move on the downside, but followed by that, unlike a lot of altcoins, we got immediately a very quick and strong bounce. And this is actually one very important characteristic of a strong uptrend. And if you're wondering, well, okay, is it actually possible for us to be this bullish and have a very strong bounce, despite the fact that Bitcoin, and for that matter, a lot of other altcoins at the moment, are not really doing a whole lot? I would say yes, it is absolutely possible. And here is an example for you. Let's just look at AVAX's price chart. As you can see, okay, this is actually much more bullish. In AVAX, in the last couple of days, as you can see, we have been just constantly setting higher highs and high lows. And by the way, if you check out AVAX's price chart, you realize that even when we were writing here, I did argue once more, this move still does have some more legs, and odds are it is going to continue for the next couple of weeks. So as you can see, it is absolutely possible to be bullish in Near Protocol, despite the fact that a lot of other altcoins are not doing a whole lot. I'm just trying to tell you this. The only thing that is standing between us and having a very explosive move on the upside is just this important resistance area. Get a break of it, and at that point, it is going to be celebration time. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in your protocol. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.